see Chris Olave. He starts play fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Saints and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year cornerback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Second down, and it's Kamara again. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Simpson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his 1 collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran him for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Lance. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Niners at 11-4 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because getting it done.
Lance now on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Down at the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Lance going to throw. Forced out to his left. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A look at the numbers last week for Olave. 8 catches, 108 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Simpson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Simpson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives don't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
On first down, Lance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Got a man, that's Richie James. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Throwing on first down. Simpson. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Simpson. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Simpson looking for Alvin Kamara on the slant. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simpson off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Lance to throw it. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. 5 yards remain on second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Gets past one man. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to move back in front. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They run it again with Kamara. Able to slither by. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
4 yards to pick up, first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. He'll get into the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. And now they'll throw with Lance. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. On 2nd and 7, Lance trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Simpson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. To throw on 2nd down. Simpson. Again, he's got that man, Landry. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Touchdown, Saints! Richie James from 4 yards out. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Completes it to Samuel, and he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Lance. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Again, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, 14 yards. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Simpson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Kamara. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Looking to throw on second down. Simpson out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On third down, Simpson. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over first and 10. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
To throw, it's Lance.
This one complete to Lacy. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and
5. Here's Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
On 1st and 10.
Simpson. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
To throw on 2nd down, Simpson. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun.
Simpson.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Nick Bosa, one man to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. There comes the Saints punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simpson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
See what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw on 2nd down.
Simpson.
And he's got his, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now This is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. And Lance again going to keep it. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. He's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. Runs over it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
86 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 5.
2nd down and goal. Lance. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw on 3rd down. Simpson going right side here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw.
Simpson.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Drake Jackson.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Simpson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Boyle Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Simpson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Simpson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Holding offense.
Unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the 49ers, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.